Hi, hello, namaste, hearty welcome. Thank you very, very much for joining us today. Such a joy to see you all. Yes, please do like the link, please do share the link. If you care for somebody, please do share. So, all my student champions, such a joy to see you all today. And this is our first 40 session. So, praise be to God. And we are going to call this the Tax Titans Talk, the show where we bring together global leaders who have shaped the world of US taxation, bookkeeping, and payroll with their leadership, ownership, and then excellence. So, here on 40, our goal is very, very simple, to learn from the leaders who have built teams, who have built companies, and who have built extraordinary expertise in the USA tax world. So when I say tax, as the iLead logo itself says, like US tax accounting experts. So anybody who has excelled, in that particular field, whether it's taxation, accounting or payroll, we welcome onto our channel. Okay, so it's a small initiative that we have just begun, and today's Titan truly lives up, to that name. And let me have the privilege of bringing some details, about him onto the screen. So he is our Titan for today, Sir Hardik Shah. Please do like and share.
And thank you, Nanda, for having me, and congratulations for your commendable efforts you are doing. You are doing great job. So yes, definitely, we are there to help you out on that. Thanks, Nanda. But I humbly request you to not address like titans and all. We are just a contributor to the society and trying to do whatever best we can. So just a small 2 cents from our side. Yes, I believe I'm audible. So, uh, hi everyone. This is Hardik Shah. I am a chartered accountant from India and also CPA from US. The journey begins with my dad, who envisaged me being a chartered accountant. So nothing is complete without mentioning my dad over here. He was an ITP and he always aspired me to be a chartered accountant. In fact, in the 10th board, which we can choose our subjects, and I selected science subject at that point of time. And from 11th, I changed my stream to commerce just to be a chartered accountant. So there, the seeds were planted in my head to be a chartered accountant and being play with the numbers. And simultaneously, I was helping my dad to file their Indian taxes. I'm talking about 11th grade of mine. So I have encountered tax from very early age of that, from 11th standard itself. I have learned the nitty-gritties of Indian taxation at that point of time, and slowly and gradually know the process of how we do the tax work for Indian clients. Then I done my graduation from Commerce College over here, and then I joined my CA course, my articleship. I was lucky to have a very good mentor, Jignesh Shah over here from JD Shah and Company. He has mentored me a lot in my articleship, and I really get the privilege to do the actual audit work and not the dummy audit work which people used to prefer. So my very early advice to a very early joiner in the career and CA field should be, don't look for any dummy audits and grind on the ground over there itself and learn the subjects with actual practical exposures, whatever you can have. That will build you, that will make you more all-rounded person over there. And in fact, treat it as an internship, what you do after your graduation and all. So CA articleship is very important. So I was lucky enough to have that exposure.
I mean,
After that,
comp itself is a very important decision that you made.
yes, yes. In fact, some of my teachers came to my home also to convince my dad that no, he will be a good engineer or he will be a good doctor. Don't worry about it. But my dad said, no, he himself choose the line. So I was very clear from that early age
Mm,
that I want to go in commerce. So it's a passion. So again, one more thought over there, follow
mm,
your passion
absolutely,
rather than just choosing the subject because of the earnings and the potential salary and all.
absolutely.
Don't do that. So that's how I landed up and becoming a chartered accountant then. And there was an interesting story also because I was not that much serious in my initial period of CA.
Uh-huh.
So I scored only 6 out of 100 for a law paper for that initial test. So teacher was so angry at me that she has written on paper that this child will never become a chartered accountant.
Marks.
Yes, out of 100. So
Okay,
that was very,
so CA aspirants, who have failed, you are listening to this from Mr. Hardik Shah. Okay,
yes,
so don't be
yes.
disappointed. So you failed CA, try again or try something.
Exactly, exactly. So you need to be serious. CA is everybody knows you have to study very hard. And then I realized what it is, where I am entering, and I gave full. Then I modified my way of learning and all. And by God's grace and all, I was able to clear my CA.
Mm,
So my final was almost clear. Uh, Again, all CAs which faced that I was just left out because of the aggregate marks for both the groups.
mm.
I scored 34 in FM and I was short by 6 marks in aggregate also.
Oh, okay.
So that was the story. So one exemption I got, and that was again in law.
Mm.
Irony is that I got 6 marks in my first law examination, and then I got an exemption in my final law examination.
Truly
So
appreciate your humility to share this on this platform today.
yeah, no, this is very important for listeners to understand that you have to have that patience and you have to pursue it in a different way to excel it. And then I was almost about to clear my CA, and I was very much clear. And it was November 2002 attempt,
Mm,
and I was almost sure that I'm going to pass this. At
mm,
that point of time, my dad referred Kshitij Patel from Manubhai and Company for outsourcing work,
mm.
US accounting taxation, and that was my first encounter with US taxation.
Okay.
Again, Kshitij sir is very humble person. He is also a mentor for me,
What's
and
his full name, sir?
Kshitij Patel.
Kshitij Patel. Okay.
Yeah, Kshitij Manubhai Patel. So he's also one of the titan of the titans, you can say that.
Okay.
He's the pioneer of outsourcing over here.
Nice.
So then again, I got a very good exposure over there.
Hmm.
Now the story over here is very interesting. That at that point of time, I didn't see my salary or whatsoever it is. I was working from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m.
Mm.
That is 12-hour shift, and 7 days a week during tax season.
Listen to these people. Listen to
Yes.
things.
This is very important because at that point of time, I was not worried about what I'm getting as a salary or what I'm getting as a bonus, night shift, or whatsoever it is.
Mm,
The idea was to learn.
absolutely.
The entire focus was on to grab the entire new field which is opening up for us, being a US taxation. Very new field. So for the first season, I worked like that, and I gained a lot of knowledge of how the US tax returns are filed, what is W-2, what is the interest and dividend. At that point of time, a lot of manual work where they are like you download the return from the server, it comes to your desk, you do the data entry over here, you upload it again. So, and some returns you have to do manually also. So on pen and paper, we used to prepare US tax returns
Wow.
at that point of time. I'm talking about year 2002.
Two.
So
Oh.
that was the journey of those years.
Hmm.
And yes, it built me a lot. It built my character, how I should approach this field. And definitely, from the second year onwards, we were teaching the new joiners.
Hmm.
So we were lucky enough to have that exposure, and we were able to design the course module and all that for the new joiners. And that's how the journey in US taxation began. And then again, the next change come in the year 2004
Hmm.
when I got an opportunity to join a captive over here, which was named at that point of time named as GRC, Graph Rapidity and Company. It's an Indian subsidiary of a US CPA firm based out of New York itself.
Hmm.
So it was a good opportunity because down the line we can have an opportunity to have our CPA done in the US, and we might get a chance to work in US. So that was the good what we can say incentive
Hmm.
to stay with the firm. Now, again, one more advice to people over here that don't jump too much between the jobs because that is not going to give you the desired result, and it will not give you the learning which you require to work in this industry. You with Graph Rapidity Company, I stayed there for 10 years. That was my tenure. So I was lucky enough to get the exposure. Initial year we grind, we learn how directly CPA work can be handled. It was far more different than an outsourcing world. So to work in a captive is a different ball game. So you have to up your game.
Hmm.
Most important difference was here, the things are not in the lines and numbers.
Hmm.
You don't have to mock the numbers of the W2 boxes, or you don't have to know the line numbers of 1040, and you just don't match the numbers, but you learn the actual tax code, US tax code.
True.
So that's what the beauty of working in captives was, that I get an opportunity to know the US tax code.
Hmm.
I hands-on I learned from CPA who came from there to here and teach us for US taxation. So very good important and very important understanding that rather than knowing the lines and boxes, you have to know the tax code and how it works. What
Absolutely.
we do in India, the same thing is there. That in Indian Chartered Accountancy, we know the Income Tax Act over here, and then we approach the text work. Very similarly approach you have to take. You just know the text code and then try to practice it, try to implement it by doing the text planning and all that stuff. So that was very good exposure and learning which I got over that point of time. And then again 2008 I got an opportunity to be in US
Hmm.
and work on ground over there in New York, Midtown Manhattan.
Nice. Nice.
So again, new learning, new approach, and at that point of time, CPA was can be only done from US.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
our our goal was very simple: land there in US, finish your CPA examination, finish the tax season, and come back to India.
Yeah.
And we can only go to US if we scored a certain scores on our test examinations over here.
True.
So that's the goal which we have put for ourselves, that we have to score so much in test scores. Then we can go to US over there, finish our examination in first 10, 15 days itself,
Hmm.
and then work over there for tax season. So
That they are able to write from India.
yes,
Right.
yes. Now it's a privilege to do that. But again,
Yeah.
for us, it was a very small opportunity window which we have to grab. There was no ifs and buts. So we don't have an options that I can appear within 18 months, this and that. We never thought that. For us, it's a 15 days window only. In that, we have to clear all four examination, appear and clear.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. But again, very good learning. Best part was to get an exposure how actual on ground people work over there in US, how finished product is presented to the client, what are the tax planning opportunities we can create.
Hmm.
Plus, I got an exposure for initial few years that I was able to go to the new client prospects also and get a client on board.
Hmm.
So that was a transition role which I got, that I was able to onboard certain clients from there, and then I do the initial transition work and then pass it on to the team over here to take it over forward.
Okay.
That was the role. So that is again a different role which I have catered and I enjoyed it. I was liking it by talking with client on ground, meeting client staff in their offices and understanding how they perform the work, what is the scope of work defined,
Hmm.
what we have to do from our end, what is the expected outcome, all that. So very good exposure I got.
Hmm. Hmm.
So again, a good learning that you should be versatile enough and you should be ready enough to add more skills to your basket rather than just sticking to the preparation or the review role, whatever you get.
Yeah.
So it's very important to be an all-rounder and make sure that you are versatile enough to perform whatever role has been thrown to you.
So
So
these 20 years, how many companies have you worked with?
I think first was you can say job was Manubai and Company for that one. Then I worked for GRC. Third one after that was in QX.
Hmm.
Uh, and then worked a small period for analytics, and this is the fifth one where I am working. So
Okay.
total five
Okay.
work experience, you can say that.
You,
So
when you say this 12 hours work window of your earlier entrepreneurial journey, so
Mhm.
did you get any chance to discuss that or present it to your team, and what was their response when you said that?
uh, I
12,
feel
12 hours a day, 7 days a week. So
yes, I believe today tools are very well defined and very well designed to help. You don't have to work 12 hours anymore now. But my suggestion to early joiners in the career that spend that much of hour at least for your learning,
mm,
to for your betterment.
mm,
Don't look job as a just a financially rewarding job. It should be more like adding value to yourself, what value you are creating for yourself, what intellectual value you are adding to you.
mm,
So my goal is every day whenever I enter office, I need to learn one thing a day at least.
yeah,
If I don't learn one thing in a day, I am not utilizing my full day. So that habit you have to create when you are at early stage. And for you, when you are on early stage, one learning is not enough. Try to learn as much as you can in your time.
yeah,
So that's the thing that you have to learn a lot of things. The text code is very wide enough. So to grasp that and to practice it, it requires a different skill set. So you have to develop that.
that's true.
So and again, you have to be specialist. Don't be just be a general advisor or all that because that anybody can do. And tomorrow AI will come, and most of these general roles are in any way going to be eliminated.
Yeah,
So if you are specialized, nobody is going to replace you for sure.
yeah, yeah.
So for example,
Being excellent in our work, definitely.
correct, exactly. So for example, you are very good at transfer pricing.
Mm,
Nobody's going to replace you for sure. That's a very niche advice.
mm,
Even just to let you know that in my present role, I was just describing this journey in chronological order. But if you want to just distort it a little bit, go out
yeah,
the track. What I can say that in my current role, what I can see is that very few people are there who know story of the both the sides, who can be a practicing chartered accountant also, having that knowledge also, and a practicing CPA also. What I have seen in Big Four also, they don't have it. No disrespect to Big Four here. What I want to say is over here is that they have a US team, they have a India team,
yeah,
but they don't have a specialist who can understand both the geography and guide the client in such a way
mm,
that and totally to advice in totality can be given.
yeah,
So it is very difficult to manage that level of expectation from client. So I have few clients who are based out of India. They have their operations in US. So they want to have an advising totality that how it's going to impact my Indian business. Please guide me. If I have a branch over there or if I have a subsidiary over there, how it's going to impact me? What are the compliance regulations I have to take care of? So that thing, only a person who has a very specialized knowledge of the both the sides, they can give it. So, and again, that I only acquired because this quest of learning, which I have throughout my career. So that was the thing. So again, going back to the journey where it was. So from there, 10 years over there, learn each and every operational aspect. I was technically a pencil pusher, doing everything in operation side of it. So very good exposure. Then after 10 years, I get a fatigue. I was working in World Center only,
Mm.
overseeing the Statue of Liberty from there. I got fatigue and I said, no, I don't want to be a 9 to 5 guy. I should do something else and I have to add something to myself.
Empire State Building inspired you.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So New York is like that only. Every day I used to walk from Times Square. So morning, evening, both the views I see for Times Square daily basis. So that was the journey over there. And then I said, no, I don't want to be 9 to 5 now. I have to definitely do some uh, change over here. And then I get an opportunity to come back to India and work with another organization and build their entire US division over here. And that was my first stint as a business development guy. So my role is now more like a management side of it and business development for Indian firm for the outsourcing work. And initially, luckily, I had a very good base of operations over there. So for me, I know it was a very tough call to have, but I took that call and I done that. And I was the first guy sitting in the night shift over here and working from the desk and always realizing what I'm doing over here from New York to Ahmedabad in night shift. So that was the transition which I faced. But God has graced me. Now is a regular 12 to 9, which I call it regular 12 to 9 because US calls you have to attend. Correct, correct, correct. So that was the time, and luckily I was able to grow that division 100 years year on year for 4 years, from 0% to 70 people team I make. I made it $1 million division for them, and it is now flourishing over here. So that was the stint which I have. And then again, I shift to another organization where I learn more about how efficiently we can do the work with the help of tools and all. So they were managing payroll of Dunkin for 400 Dunkins they are doing over here. And imagine how many people they were using for it. They were using only 26 people for that. So that efficiency they have already achieved before the AI generation came in. I'm just talking about year 2018, 19 something, 2019 or 2020 around. So that helped me to learn about the scalability, how we have to scale this, how we have to get it big enough, and how to get the efficiency done out of it. And then again, I met another chartered accountant over here, Mr. Vijesh Jinjuwadia. And we never felt that I met him for the first time or we don't know both of us from ages. That was a post-COVID meeting, which I met him. And after that, I am with him only. We built a very successful brand named Unison Globus over here. And after Unison, now the next stint is this Banifax, which is a CPA firm. And we are based out of now Gift City and helping cross-border clients from here itself. So that's the entire journey which I have. So
So, what
um,
is Benefax into and what is Unison into, sir?
yes, so Unison is B2B arm, which takes care of outsourcing work for US CPAs, any outsourcing work, accounting, taxation, payroll, whatever you can think of.
Mm.
Benefits is a B2C brand which directly caters to the direct clients who want to file their US taxes. Client, if they want to have an advisory work for cross-border transactions and all, if you have any work related to payroll filing for your entities and all. So B2C brand is our Benefax brand. It's a CPA firm.
Okay.
registered in US.
Okay. Okay. You also take the outsourcing works?
Yeah, outsourcing work is exclusively handled by our B2B arm from Unison Globus.
Okay. Okay. Fine. You can also tell about the openings in your company, if any, what kind of.
Oh, sure. We our HR is very active. You can follow us on our LinkedIn page. Both the entities have a lot of openings. We do lot of walk-ins also. As of now, Unison, we called ourselves as a ZU group. So ZU Group has offices in Ahmedabad, Baroda. Then we have Surat office also, and another office in Hyderabad. So that's how we operate. We are operating in not only US geography, but in UK, in Australia, and in Canada also, and UAE also. So that's what we do. And another brand of ours, which is Unison Direct, which caters to large corporations for their virtual CFO level work, FP&A work, and all.
Hmm.
So that's the gamut of ZU Group, which we have five organizations under ZU Group.
Okay. So you have been doing US taxation on a pen and paper since 2002. So how has the US tax outsourcing industry, evolved or changed in the last 2 decades or last 20 years?
Oh, that's a tremendous change. I can see that.
Hmm.
As I mentioned initially, it was pen and paper filing also was there. You have to wait for IT guy to at night download everything. In the morning, you will get an email from them that yes, now the returns are downloaded. Now you can start working on
Yeah.
those ones.
Yeah.
You will work on those ones, fetch the return, upload the files again on the FTP servers and all. So that was the very initial stage. And again, industry was not evolved. It was very testing phase, I can say that. Same with IT, what has happened during 1990s.
Hmm.
Same thing, similar story is happening with accounting industry. Once proof of concept was established, then came the 2000K, 2002K, Y2K thing
Hmm.
for IT industry.
Hmm.
Very similar thing is right now we are happening. It is happening in our industry. A lot of PEs are proof of concept is already being proved by the CPA firms and the CA firms over here. Now PE money is chasing everything together. They are pumping in more and more money into the industry. They are making it more efficient. More tools has been developed for the industry now.
Hmm.
Initially, very few tools were available. For example, Thomson Reuters have their own suite. Pro System FX was the earlier version of the tax return filing, which is now we called as a CCH Access, which is we called it now. So it has evolved a lot. What lot of tool has been integrated into it. Accounting is completely now technology driven. You just have to do the rule based entries. Previously we used to do manual entry. We used to download the bank statement, credit card statement, and we used to enter those and do the reconciliations and all. Now everything is gone. Just rule based entries there. You just import export the transactions and you are done. So that technological revolution has helped a lot in the industry to bring the efficiency. At the same point of time, quality of work has been now very much improved over here. Previously, we were just a cost center. We have seen as in just because of the cost advantage or the cheap labor, you can call.
Hmm.
It was the initial thought of doing the outsourcing. But now it's not the case. Now we are a valued partner. We are now seeing as a partner to them. We are adding value to them. That's why now a lot of the captives are coming over here, and there are a lot of GCCs which are going to be set up now.
Hmm.
And I can see Hyderabad is coming up like anything for GCCs.
Hmm.
So a lot of accounting GCCs are definitely going to be on the line because of the PE money and all that coming up. So I see a very huge boom, and I see a very good prospect in this field, because of what I always convey to people that there are two things is certain in life.
Hmm.
One is taxes and other is death.
Absolutely. Death and
So
are inevitable.
that is inevitable for developed world. You have to have that structure. The taxes are always there, so its demand is always there. So now once we have proved ourselves as a global talent, the GCCs are going to definitely be here, and I see it as a future for the industry itself.
mm, mm,
So, from being an data entry or a cheap labor to a valued partner working for a GCC and adding value to the entire system,
mm.
now that is the entire revolution, I call it.
Very nice, very nice. What are some of the quality, security, or process standards that you follow as a leader, which are absolutely non-negotiable even today?
So each and everything, like let it be right from the day one itself. I was lucky enough to being in helping the ISO auditors to do the ISO certification in my very early career wise age. In the year 2002 itself, I was helping internal audit control for setting up the system and all. So as a leader, you should cultivate a culture of having not compromising any kind of requirements are there for any security protocols. So internal control should be very strong enough, you know, to be adhere to it, and then once you adhere to it, you can ask your team to follow up. The basic certifications I can call is ISO. Then the next level is obviously for UK GDPR is there. For US SOC 2 is must. So all these are very important certifications to have for your organization. So any work you will do, definitely you have to adhere all that uh, and make sure that your team is following that, because data is, I can say that data is most important asset for us.
Hmm,
So we have to be very careful about any kind of handling of that asset.
hmm,
And luckily now Indian government is also designing certain laws in such a way that the Data Privacy Act and all that are coming up. So adhering to that is very important, and making sure that it is rightly followed. It is very, very important to rightly follow them. Surprisingly, what I have seen is I've seen the both the worlds. I have been on grounds over there in US also and over here also. Some of the practices which CPAs over there they are not following, or they don't have that much of security concern. We as an outsourcing centers over here are following it up. So
hmm,
that's a good thing to have for sure.
hmm.
So it's a good world, and yes, it's important to make sure that all the things which have been written over there you follow it on your organization.
For someone wanting to start a US tax KPO and become another Hardik Shah types, so what are the top frameworks you think they need for them?
Perfect. This is I can say that this is a ocean. If couple of buckets you take it out, nothing is wrong in it. In fact, if entire chartered accountant fraternity from India
Hmm.
go there in US and get the entire work done over here, still we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
The simplest example is that how many returns we are having in India. I believe at the max 10 crore or 15 crores, because now the tax base is increased. US has more than 35 crore returns over there.
absolutely.
The volume itself is large.
Yep.
So a lot of opportunities are there. And as a framework, first and foremost is you have to make sure that you have a very clear cut understanding of your role, what you have and what you don't have. What you have, just capitalize on it. What you don't have it, get it someone from someone. Get a partner or someone who can help you out. For example, you are very good at business development. Please do that.
Hmm,
Talk to the client, get them on board, then get an operation guy. Let the operation guy do the grunt work for you, and make him a partner for sure. That will help you.
hmm,
Operation guy will help. So framework will be very simple. You should know your role. You have to add team members for different roles which you don't have it, and approach it. Chartered accountants are very smart. I don't think they or any BCom person who knows this industry, they are good enough to crack that code over there. First step is very important. Don't look for whatever you earn and you will invest. No, that's not going to happen ever. You have to grind and you have to put money in first.
hmm.
You have to invest into it. Once you invest it, then and then only you will be able to get the return out of it. So don't expect that you earn it and that money you will invest and you will get something out of it. And third and foremost important thing is that you have to be at your desk for 1000 days. Give any business 1000 day. That's very important.
1000
Don't
desk. Somebody is something to
1000 day
find
at desk.
that.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
1000 days as desk must.
Mm.
Unless and until you don't do that, you cannot. And you should be ready to be a CEO also, and you should be ready to be a peon also.
Correct, sir. Absolutely.
Then, then only you will be achieving whatever you want to.
Absolutely.
Don't assume roles initially because everything is on you. You have to do everything.
Mm.
You have to fill your coffee also, and you have to fill the return also, and you have to talk to client also.
True.
So that's the attitude you have to carry when you're building something. So and study, yes. What most important is invest in good books, good study materials, good courses. Add that in your bucket list. It's very important because in US degrees don't sell. How much you talk, how you perform, that is more important than what degrees you are carrying.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
have seen, no disrespect on that front, but I have seen CPAs who don't know anything about it.
No, I
And
yeah.
they are ready to work for 25,000 per month also just to get the knowledge out and learn the things. So my request to each and every joiner over here is please invest good amount of your time in studying and learning the things. Then and then only you'll be able to practice it. It is not like what we have over here that AI tools are available. I can ask anything to AI and I can practice. Yes, it's there, but AI is just a tool to help you out. It is what you say to the client or what knowledge you carry and what knowledge you process that is more important than what AI is telling to you.
Absolutely. Sir, just to let you know, as of now, we have 10,211 viewers watching this.
Nice.
So,
Oh, very nice. Thank you. That's a good thing.
and
I,
we
I
get
hope
a
at
lot of
least.
appreciation for all your inputs and all. So, keep it.
Yeah, yeah. No, no. I hope at least 100 new entrepreneurs come out of this. Please. That's what my hope is.
Fine, sir. Fine, sir. Well, so you have built, teams like what you said, from peon to the CEO. So you
Hmm.
built teams of 70, 200, 300 plus and all. So what's the formula that you've followed, for building such reliable offshore talent, especially?
Correct. Very important question in modern times because talent is the biggest challenge which people are facing right now.
Mhm.
Is the trust you carry and what people will see in you. They will not believe in what you say, but they will believe in what they see.
Yeah.
So you have to practice the things which you are saying. For
Mm,
example, I'm telling them to come at 12 o'clock in office and go at 9 o'clock.
mm.
If I myself don't come at 12 and I don't go at 9, why my team will follow that?
Mm.
Okay. So I should be the first one to come to the office and I will
So
be last.
leaders should replicate that behavior.
Absolutely. The modern generation, these Gen Zs, they don't follow instructions. They don't believe in that. They always question why. Why you guys are doing this? Why? First question is why.
Yeah.
So rest of the things you have to prove. So you can only earn the trust of the new generation by following what you preach over there. You have to grind, you have to show them that yes, there is a worth in the grinding itself. If I'm doing this, I will acquire the knowledge. Then and then only I'll be able to practice it and preach it to someone else. Once they see that, then and then only they will do it for themselves. Otherwise, they are never going to do that. So, first and foremost is trust, and second one is more is empathy. Very important to carry that attitude when you are a leader. If the team members are asking in previous days, if you are a chartered accountant and you are go to your mentor for a leave, they'll ask 10 questions to you over there. Why? This is not allowed. It is treated as a sin. But
अपने
how you
धड़कन
can.
की आवाज खुद को सुनाई देती है, when you go for that leave request. So
Exactly, exactly. So those were the days, but now modern days is not like that. You have to make sure that you have plan B in place. So that is the thing. And again, that can only be achieved by putting processes first, then relying on people.
mm,
So you create a structure, create a process, SOP driven processes. You build the SOP driven processes. Then and then only people will love to work with you because you have always have a process driven work where any person can come and replace the other person so that the person can take leave and all that. And that is for the betterment of, not just, we just don't want to create a situation where somebody comes and somebody goes, it doesn't matter. No, that's not the idea of it. But the reason behind creating a SOP driven process is that you want to take them relaxed approach towards the work. They should love on Monday to come to office rather than not coming to office. So that's the culture which you have to create. Then only you'll be able to build the team.
How do you ensure, as a tax leader, that people don't leave you during the tax season?
Okay, again, it's a very tricky question, but basically you have to feed them whatever they want. Everybody's passion is different. You have to know their individual passion, what they love. For example, just to give a very simple example, one guy was there in my previous organization. He was not that great preparer or reviewer.
Hmm.
So we were thinking that what to do with him. So we decided to put him on a tax research only. So
Hmm.
we gave him a single tax return in the entire six tax season.
Hmm.
We let him do only tax research for the entire office.
Hmm.
So anybody has a tax question, they just put a note on our common chat over there that this is a tax query which I have. Can you work on it?
Yeah.
We compile all those questions and give it to that guy and let him do the research work only.
So our
So he loved that work so much. He is now one of the head in PwC right now.
oh, nice. Good, good.
So
Nice.
that was the thing. So that's how we build. We have to identify everybody's individual potential and give them the work which they really pursue. So, then and then only we'll be able to make them happy and retain them.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sir, some of our students, we have 30 to 40% of our students, like in the age of 20 to 30. So if today's Arthik had to speak to Hardik, who was 25 years old, so what would you tell him if he is now 25 years? Anyway,
Okay.
look like that.
Uh, so, what I will tell him that whatever you are doing, just keep doing it. Grind more, learn more, acquire more knowledge, be more wise, and apply that wisdom in your progress.
Hmm, hmm. Good, good, sir. So, what do you think of these courses and all? Do you think they will really help them at their workplace? I mean, rather than a BCom or MBA directly joining your firm versus somebody, completing any of these courses, do you think it will help them?
Oh, 100%, no question about it. Why? Because today's BCom or MCom, they don't have the practical understanding of learning.
Hmm,
There is a huge gap between what comes out of the college and what industry requires. These are the very important courses to attend and make sure that that gap is bridged by learning this thing. For example, if you give a laptop to a BCom person, he will not able to understand what they have to do with that. So these courses are very important that they will make them industry ready. And
Thank you, sir. Absolutely. I mean, your transition also from science background to commerce. So I have so many BTechs, biotechnology, microbiology, physiotherapists, dentists who have joined our courses. So your case is definitely, a big testimony for them, from science. So yeah. Hmm. Yeah. What are the three things you look for when you hire somebody? One is an experienced person, the other one is a fresher. So, mm, 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 mm. Yeah, 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 yeah.
You just try to fit in where the which environment you are going on. That's it. So that's not going to help. So that's the three things which definitely I'm going to look for any new hire.
That's good, sir. That's good. Okay, is voice a challenge, people? Can you just check? For us, it is clear. It's coming? Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay, fine, sir. Sometimes, it just goes off.
Yes, yes. It might be the connection over here itself.
Very,
So
very, very nice.
that was the entire discussion which I have. Couple of things which I really want to highlight is if you are thinking of coming into this practice as an entrepreneur,
Mm,
please welcome. This is an ocean. Everybody is welcome over here. And anyone need any advice related to any kind of stuff, let it be career, let it be job, let it be an hurdles you are facing while you are doing an entrepreneurship journey, or any challenges you are facing as an employee, any technical questions, whatever you can think of, definitely we are there to help you out as a mentors, and anything we can add value to you, definitely we are happy for that.
sir, I have seen off late, like many of my students and team members also, they have started companies and all. So I wish them all the very best. So, what are the mistakes do you think the new founders should avoid, or they may confront in this journey?
Very important question. Don't rely too much on the clients you have. Most important is to go out, attend the conferences which are there in US. Go there, spend money.
Hmm,
It is very important. It will give you a very different exposure. Once you go on ground over there, a lot of things you will learn, how it is done, what is done. So never ever shy away of going out of the box over there and attending the conferences and spending money on it. Second is invest heavily on technology. Very important.
hmm,
Don't feel that as of now I don't want to be ready. You should be ready as according to your progress or according to your growth. So, for example, right now you are a sole practitioner. Tomorrow you want to have a couple of team members. Then you should have a different setup for them. Like you have to have their proper system setup. You have to have a proper softwares to be given to them for work efficiently for them. You have to have the document management system for client. All these are non-negotiable stuffs which you have to invest. So the Indian jugadu mind,
hmm,
definitely that's not going to help. So you have to think like an what a CPA can do. So that was I have learned when I was onshore, and I have seen that
hmm,
how a small practice of a solo practitioner is also set up. It is very beautifully structured. They have their own online document management system. Everything was in cloud and very superly secured and all.
hmm,
So client can upload the documents from anywhere in the world.
hmm,
CPA can advise the client from anywhere in the world. They were using Calendly for setting up the meeting, so the global calendar is also accessible and a lot of things. So please make sure that you are ready with the things rather than waiting for earn the money and then investing into it.
What do you think is the ideal time to start this, sir? I mean, you must have seen it in the CA also. कि मैं खुद का practice चलाऊं. So same happens in EA and CPA also. Once
Mm.
RTP and have 1-2 seasons experience, they want to start off, as a entrepreneur. So, what do you think is the right time?
The right time is now, I can say. But again, to be more precise, it should be at least you should be ready to spend 1,000 days without a single client.
Mm,
That's the most important thing you should learn, that I am okay to survive for 1,000 days if I don't have a single money or single client. Then and then only you should start that journey.
mm. Because I have seen, people get excited. They see
Yes.
this in the company and they feel, अरे ये काम तो मैं ही कर रहा हूँ तो क्यों ना मैं ही धंधा कर लूँ. So
नहीं, नहीं,
I've
there are a
seen
lot
that
of
my last 22 years. I've seen that, seeing it still.
there are a lot of hidden costs which are you cannot encounter. Like operation is not the only
And
cost,
when
but
they leave also, the because I've been a teacher to most of them, there's an entrepreneur in me, who want to say शायद अभी राइट टाइम नहीं है, थोड़ा रुक जाओ, थोड़े पैसे कमा लो एंड थोड़ा और भी सीख लो एंड देन यू स्टार्ट. बट अगेन आई डोंट वांट देम टू मिसअंडरस्टैंड दैट ओके दिस फेलो इज स्टॉपिंग आवर ग्रोथ, सो
correct,
I
correct.
let them go.
No, no, no. Very
Deep down in
important.
that entrepreneurial journey, even mortgaging our personal assets and all, we go into that. So I don't want kids to suffer like that. So as
Correct.
somebody who has been in the industry for over 2 decades, so I wanted to hear from you, like what do you think is the right time? How many years from their first tax season? 1,000 days is a very good thing, but 1,000 days
Yes, you
without a
should.
single client, so that's
Yes, you
really
should
tough.
survive. You should survive that. Then and then only you should take that step.
Mm,
Otherwise, there will be very, very tough times ahead for you.
mm, mm. Good, good. How do you maintain balance, sir, during peak tax season? Off late, I was seeing your some of your pictures. You are becoming younger now, so some reverse
So
age processing is happening with you. So
yes, yes.
how do you maintain balance?
So most important is that treat your work as your passion and you are into it. You should enjoy working rather than just treating it as what we can say money earning thing. I enjoy talking with my clients, adding value to them by saving their money. That's my passion and I really love it. So I don't treat it as a job. So that helps me to overcome that fatigue which arises out of the tax season. Yes, tax seasons are challenging, no doubt about it. It takes toll on you. But during the post-tax season, you should make sure that you give enough time to yourself, your family, then and then only you will be ready for the next tax season. So please utilize the off tax season for rejuvenating yourself, getting enjoying the life, because without enjoyment there is no purpose of earning the money. So you should definitely take breaks during the off tax season and enjoy what God has created this beautiful world.
Very. What are some of the places that you visited this year?
This year, my son is studying in VIT Chennai, so I called him from there to Coimbatore, and then we went to Ooty. So that was a good trip to have during this Diwali vacation. Before that, I went to US for a couple of weeks for client engagements. So
Mhm.
that was also a good one. It was a summertime, so we had a good time over there in US.
Okay,
So those two are the basic trips which I have done. But every year I visit once or twice US, and I have one vacation with family for sure.
okay. I mean, I see a lot of tax professionals, even the accounting guys, not giving too much importance to food, exercise, diet, sleep, rest, and all. So,
That is no question. My daily routine is I every day morning I walk for 10 kilometers.
10 kilometers. Wow,
10 kilometers, yes. Every day morning walk of 10 kilometers without a fail. No option without that. That's non-negotiable.
nice.
So without that, you cannot start your day. And luckily, on that 10 kilometer or 2 hours walk, I will finish my some client calls on California side of it.
Oh, okay.
So that
Good,
that
good.
is what I do over there, but it's not negotiable. You have to have very good, healthy lifestyle. Exercise is very important. Food, yes. I'm a Jain, so when I follow certain days where I do my fasting, which is water fasting, and I have done 400 days of intermittent fasting also. So
Wow.
4 years back, I had done that.
What is water fasting, sir?
Water fasting is you have only boiled water from morning 7 to evening 7, from sunrise to sunset, and nothing after sunset.
Okay, okay.
So that's what I do certain days of the month. So I'm a little bit religious guy and follow all that stuff.
No, no, it's faith based, not religion. So religious are different. So,
Correct, correct,
what
correct,
is your
correct.
advice for young professionals facing burnout, sir? Especially during the tax season, like that,
Um,
that tone
eh,
of voice is also different. Ah, coming.
yes,
I've seen that often. Like.
most important is chill.
Hmm,
Just calm yourself.
hmm,
Whenever you are angry or whenever you feel anxiety, stay there for at least 2 3 minutes. Don't speak a word. Just count your breathing.
hmm.
Just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Don't do anything for next 1 minute. That's it. Very important to do that. You have to have a calm mind because calm mind can only produce a good work over there.
Absolutely, absolutely. And with the evolvement of AI, so how do you think this AI will reshape U.S. tax operations in the next 3 to 5 years? I mean, especially since the last year, people have been very massively using AI, especially. So,
Correct. Very important
you
question.
are some of the favorite tax tools or bookkeeping tools.
Definitely. So we ourselves are in the middle of developing few AI tools which will automate the tax preparation process.
Hmm,
But again, I always quote when AI comes in, I always quote Jevon's paradox over here.
hmm, hmm,
What is that? Is when you feel that any extraction of any resources is being done efficiently, uh, if you think in normal way, the usage of it will be declining. But because of the abundance of availability, demand will automatically increase, and that will increase the utilization of that particular resource. So what I think as a AI as an tool, AI cannot replace human beings, no question about it.
absolutely.
Same thing was happened when typewriter came,
Hmm,
stenographers lose their job.
hmm, hmm.
When computer came, typewriters lose their job.
Yeah,
And now AI is coming, more and more people on computer, like CS, computer
we are
engineers.
seeing that.
They are losing jobs.
We
So,
are seeing people
but
being deported.
correct, exactly, exactly. So AI is just a tool. How you use it, it is very important. And for our industry, it is a much needed tools. We are still doing certain things manually, which is completely illogical in the modern times. The data entry of the tax return must be done automatically. The way QuickBooks has advanced
Yeah.
from what it was initially, same thing should happen with taxes also. So
Hmm,
it is very important to have these tools. A lot of tools are available in the market, like for example, ShopReps, this Dreamwork Papers. This is a very good tool for automation of the tax return preparation and all. So again, we are also developing, as I mentioned. So we will be definitely assisting or helping people with the AI and automation. So stay in the market, learn what is available and what can help you and what can help your clients in their ecosystem. So most important is that to learn what your client need rather than what you have.
hmm,
So yes, it is very important to be stay updated and utilize them. So be with the AI
hmm.
rather than be against the AI.
True, true. I call GPT as a God provided tool. It eases most of the works because I have seen some people, even chartered accountants, they make mistakes, in the written communication and all. Even the very madam spelling also they type MEDAM, or MADEM, So, but they are very good, in their academics and all. So I think, at least if they put their thoughts into AI, it is able to give them a text, error free at least. So,
Correct, correct. Yeah, that's what I tell, no, that use it as a tool rather than being afraid of it.
absolutely. Fine, sir. Now on a little fun side. Okay, so a little rapid fire. Okay, so
Oh, sure.
so you're a morning or a night person?
I am both rather because mornings are very important for me as a person. I do a lot of exercise and all in the morning,
Hmm.
and nights I do something related to work and calm and reading and all. So I am always kind of guy.
Favorite tax software?
Uh, I used to love CCH Access, which is now this CCH Access Pro System FX. That's the most favorite software because it
Wait,
do lot of
your ex love or still the current love?
current love also because it's a very high end software. So
Ah,
again, very few client can afford, but definitely it is still my love.
one word your team uses to describe you.
Oh, I say I have already written in my bag is the discipline.
Ah,
So that's what they always see in me, that they inspire by my discipline, whatever I do.
okay. A book or mentor you recommend?
Book, definitely, if you are there, then good to great, very important.
Hmm.
You should read that. Again, one more, if I can quote couple of books, What Gets You Here Won't Get You There,
Hmm.
Marshall Goldsmith.
Hmm.
It's very important for transitions. And mentor, definitely, I have a very great mentor for myself from my ex-organization, Rajiv Bhatia. I always quote him.
Good,
He's again a mentor to mentor, so definitely I would love to learn a lot of things from him.
very nice. I see a lot of gratitude in you that even after you change the company, you are still giving thanks to your previous boss. So that's
No,
something
no,
that this new generation also has to learn.
correct. I can call them at any point of time.
Hmm.
Right now, also, if I can call any of my ex-bosses, and they will definitely entertain me for sure.
That's good, sir. If not a CPA, what would you have been?
Oh, a terrible engineer, I can say.
Fine, sir. So, I tell us something about your family.
Okay, I have a son, and he don't want to be a CPA for sure. He
Oh,
wants to be an engineer. He's pursuing his EC right now in VIT Chennai.
okay.
So he wants to be an engineer. And I have my wife, beautiful, better half. She is very religious. She engages into social service.
Mm,
She teaches Jainism over here. It's
okay.
an religious studies
Hmm.
she is carrying, and she is in touch with a lot of prophets of ours. We call it Sadhu Maharajas. So she is very much into it, and she knows a lot of stuff about Jainism. So people took her advice for our Jainism part. So
Hmm.
lucky to have her in my life.
Good, good. May the blessings flow.
Thank you.
How does she react or respond when you are away during the tax season?
It's just another day for her. That's what she feels. So at
Oh,
home, what I am, obviously.
okay, okay. I mean, Aito would literally get killed. So,
No, no, we have that understanding now after 20 years.
well,
The truth is there now.
yeah, 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 sir. Yesterday was Men's Day, so belated Men's Day to you, sir.
Oh, yeah, yeah. To all the mans on the group, definitely have a great day ahead, guys.
Sir, let's pick some questions from the audience. Okay,
Please, please.
chat section. I think there is the Sriji Tax Consultants who
Mhm.
asked us what is more practical for business, pitching clients from India or pitching by going there in USA?
100% by going there in USA. No option about it. That will give you hands-on experience. They will see your body language, what kind of confidence you are carrying,
Hmm.
and they will trust you more when they see you on ground over there.
Uh, Manoj has a question. What is one mindset shift every professional must adopt to grow in their career?
Most important is you should be change is constant. Change is the only constant. Write this on your wall. You should be ready for all the challenges which are coming on your way, and treat it just as like a change and handle it. That's the real important mindset you should carry.
Anuj Sharma says, Sir, in current technological environment, what are the opportunities for CAs and what are the tools CAs must learn and command over it?
So if you're talking about Indian practice, a lot of things are there right now which is coming up, like IBC is there itself. This DISA, or I can say the security audit system. Lot of things are there which is coming, but you should not restrict yourself to just Indian chartered accountancy, but you should look for a global role. Because if you see, global accountant shortage is real. There are not people who are enrolling for accountancy in global world. They don't see as a career, accountancy as a career, because they don't believe in managing people of others. They always want to manage their own money.
Mm.
So very few people enroll for accountancy, and Indian chartered accountants should definitely look for a global roles and try to add value and tools. I can say focus more on AI now, because a lot of tools are there which can give you multiple results right now. So you should focus more on adding value processes and systems, and design or learn the tools related to those ones.
Okay. How did you find today's session, sir? Personally, you heard.
Oh, I definitely loved it, and I definitely want to make sure that the message has been passed on to the next generation entrepreneurs who are coming out. And I really love this conversation, Nanda. Thank you for that.
Thank you very much, sir. And we also request you to please let us know of any other veterans in the industry whom you feel must be broadcast here, so that they continue to inspire many people. Because even today, even in my own relatives, people don't know much about the U.S. tax industry. So
Correct,
when I talk, I don't want them to misunderstand कि अरे भाई ये चार पैसे ज़्यादा कमा रहा है इसलिए बात कर रहे हैं.
correct.
But really it is very very prosperous industry. So if you have anybody in mind, you can definitely share us, sir.
Sure, definitely.
Another question is, how can students stay motivated during learning journeys like EA or CPA preparation?
Most important, don't chase money, chase the knowledge. That should be the goal when you are learning. Money is just a byproduct. You have to make sure that you enrich yourself enough with the knowledge that money will automatically flow to you. So that motivation should you always keep in your mind while you are studying. So, for example, if you are appearing for an examination, don't look at the marks, what you are getting out of it, but look what you have learned out of it. The wrong questions you have answered, don't treat it as a mistakes, but try to understand that and try to improve in those mistakes, so that next time you will be ready. In life there is not a single examination. Life is a continuous examination, so don't worry if you have failed once, you will always have the another chance. So please keep that mindset.
Thank you, sir. Another tax consultant is, how can we find probable clients? What can be the ways?
Okay, see, there are a lot of channels right now. Like you can start initially with Fivers or something like that, which is a very minuscule level of platform where you can test your proof of concept that I want to, yes, I'm capable of doing this or not. Get a couple of projects over there, execute it and deliver it. If you
What
are
is
able,
that?
Fivers, it's
Fiverr. Ah, yeah.
Five words, yes. So that's very early stage of proof of concept you can test. And once you succeed over there, then try to reach out to other channels like those. There are a lot of consultants who provide clients to you. The execution is not their cup of tea.
Hmm.
You can stay in touch with them and they can give you clients and execute it on your own. Try to be a channel partner with someone who has the industry experience, and see how projects are flowing from them and how you are executing them. And once you are ready with your own stack, then you should go out.
Yeah, yeah. Next is a question from Gaurav Bawa. He has 18 years of experience in global payroll, and he feels
Mhm.
it's like flying a plane without a license. So he's inclined towards now learning, CPP, certified
Correct.
professional. So anybody who has experience in different industry but they don't have licenses. So what's your say to them?
100% you should get those licenses or get a partner who has the licenses.
Yeah,
Simple.
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Fine, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. Today's 40. I didn't feel, that it is the first session, that you took. You spoke, like somebody who was very, very experienced, in speaking and all. I think the viewers also going up to 10,000 plus. It is very good for iLead Tax Academy also, and
Mhm.
your journey has really showed us that mastery is definitely built through discipline, especially those 1,000 days at the desk, and then working for knowledge, and the three rules that you said also, the eagerness to learn, willingness to adapt, and not looking for that instant gratification. That is something I personally take away, that we show up every single day. And you've also shown that leadership is built through service, be it a peon or a CEO, and legacy is definitely built through people. So to all our students who are watching Hardik sir and this show, remember that titans are not born, they are built. And you're seeing one such person whom we have interviewed today. And thank you very much once again, Hardik sir. I look forward to see you once again in yet another interesting session. Thank you very much for your.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day and all the best to everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, people. So that was Hardik sir with us. I hope you enjoyed the session. And in case an industry leader we must feature on iLead 40, share their name, company name, and contact details with me at asknanda@ileadtax.com, or WhatsApp their number and the contact information to my number, which you're seeing it flowing in the scrolling, and our team will definitely get in touch with them. Thank you very, very much for joining us today, and I can't wait to see you in the next iLead 40 session. Thank you very, very much. Yeah. Please like, share, and comment. Yeah. Hi. Maybe taxes.
నేను రెండు చెవుల్లో పెట్టుకొని వింటుండే అందుకే నువ్వు పిలిచి నిలబడలేదు నాకు